All right, Shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kwakadash. Also, want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us the truth. And as always, peace and salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect. Back at it through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Just a quick epistle on, praying and fasting, the benefits. Because we need it, man. Now more than ever. We always say these things, but we speak to ourselves first and foremost when we do these epistles. So I have to pray and fast more. And it's just it's part of the process, man. So this is Exodus 34 and verse 28. And it reads, "And he was there with Yahweh 40 days and 40 nights," referring to Moses. "He did neither eat bread nor drink water. And he wrote upon the tables the words of the covenant, the 10 Commandments." So the whole point why I brought this out through the spirit is to show you cause and effect, man. A greater sacrifice, 1 day versus 40 days is not even close, man. And, Moses, Yahweh Shai did 40. Moses did 40. And look at what the Lord gave Moses. All right. After that 40-day fast, man, he gave the brother, the 10 Commandments, man. All right. And then Moses tried, to teach his people, the Israelites, those commandments. And you know what happened, after that, how rebellious the children of Israel were, and still are to this very day, man. But the whole point of it is there's benefits, there's miracles that come about when we pray and fast, and especially if the greater the sacrifice, the greater the reward. So you could do a half a day, and it just all done through the spirit, man. Every time you fast, man, in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shah, it's all given to you by the spirit of the Lord. So the duration, what you're sacrificing for, because you could do a water fast, you could do what they call a Daniel fast, just fruits and veggies and things like that. But again, you're gonna have to work that out through your own spirit, man. Pray, meditate on it, and you'll get your answer for what type of fast you should be doing, man. But the whole point of me bringing this out again, cause and effect, man. 40 days, and then, in these bodies that we have, these sinful bodies, man, it's very hard, man, for a brother to get up to that number. But we do what we can through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Shem and Yahweh Shai. Half a day, 6 hours, 12 hours, 24 hours, what have you. It's all very beneficial. And you got to think, especially in Babylon the Great, the so-called USA, this whole place is all about overconsumption. And I've been watching lately, YouTube and stuff like that, social media, just people complaining about every single thing, man. The food, it could be good, but to a American, they just hella critiquing, hella scrutinizing, everything, man. If something isn't perfect, that the mindset of an American is just complain. They're so used to having, things when they want, the way that they want it. And if there's any type of friction concerning them having what they want when they want, they don't know how to deal with it. They get angry, they get pissy, depressed, because they can't handle it, man. And this is we're prophesying through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shem Shai. And there's a famine that's gonna hit this land, man. Not only a famine of hearing the word, the Lord gonna remove the prophets, but there's actually going to be a famine of bread and water, man. That we believe that the food is never going to run out on the earth, man. But there is going to be a famine in relation to the average average individual getting, easy access to adequate nutrition and water, man. All right, so we need to be preparing for this physically and spiritually, first and foremost spiritually. But that's why we fast, man. It isn't just for the spiritual, it's for the physical as well, to know what it feels like to suffer, all right, and not be stuffing your face. Because again, America, Babylon the Great, is the queen of that shit, of that over consumption, man. The United States is one of the most obese countries on earth, man. We're ingesting chemicals on a daily basis, and the majority of people don't even care. As long as it tastes good, our people will eat abominable things. They'll eat chemicals as long as it tastes good. They don't really care, you know. And again, we need to be, practicing, rehearsing these righteous acts, and sacrificing. And a part of our sacrifice is to fast often, man. Some brothers are going to fast more than others, man. But hey, we have our yearly day of atonement, to Yahweh Shai. And that is one day that we fast for 24 hours, man. But hey, you get spirits on you, you're down in the spirit, man. You're gonna have to, pray and fast. And nothing is more powerful than these three things here: praying, period, fasting, and praying in the Hebrew, man. If you do those things, praying, you can get you some curses, or some prayers, through the spirit, put them together and be able to convey it in the Hebrew. It makes your prayer that much more powerful, man. Um, so we just gotta, cause it's not easy, man, especially when we're talking about a prolonged amount of time, man. 12 hours I can do naturally. Hell, I usually on average only eat once a day, man. So it's nothing. Call out Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. It's nothing for me to, do a half a day. I do that naturally, man. It's not even really a fast to me. But you look at someone that isn't, used to doing that, like a 2/3, all right, that ain't never, for the most part, unless they was preparing for surgery or something like that, ain't never, fasted or went a day without stuffing their freaking mouth, man. I've testified to this. I used to work in, cafeterias and hospital cafeterias and things, and man, and them people would come in there early in the morning. I think we stopped serving about 8:39, maybe, breakfast, and they'll come in there. We start serving lunch at like what, 11:30. That's just a few hours, and you best believe I could discern some of them people would come in there. Same people I saw in the morning getting 3 boiled eggs, some oatmeal, 2 sausages, some grits on the side, eggs, all of it, pancakes. They'll come in there a couple hours later as if they like they're starving, bro. They're like they're starving. They come in there with attitudes and they just can't wait to stuff their face. We love food, man. Everybody, we need the food, man. But good gracious, you got to have some type of self-control about yourself. This is a very gluttonous society that we live in. Look at the mukbang videos where you got, especially our people, just eating, mountains of food in front of them, man, and devouring it in a very animalistic way, especially when it comes to Eve. Check out Eve when she do those mukbang videos with the seafood boils and things like that. Not only is it a whole mountain of abomination in front of her that she's finna devour, she's gonna do it in such a way where it's just disgusting. There's no, class at all. I don't expect our people to be having their pinkies up, but let's find a balance, especially for you women. Why y'all have, just because my sister, we know you got to eat, we know y'all love to eat, it's evident, all right, but why you gotta eat like a damn barbarian? Again, we don't have to have our pinky up and fork and knives a certain way, man, but we don't have to eat our damn food like we're animals, or else the Lord would have just created us to be animals, man. That's why he gave us hands, man, and the ability to make a table and a plate, man, all right. You see these mukbang videos and they just be devouring it, juices just flowing, and they be, a lot of them sisters be nice looking, man. They be doing, they do themselves up with their makeup and stuff, camera all clear, teeth all white and perfect and straight, but man, they'll get in there and they will have crab juice and shrimp juice and just dripping all down their face, man. Not even wiping their mouth. Is mayonnaise all on the corners of their mouth, and it just looks disgusting, man. So I mean, the whole point of it is just about going back to that sacrificing, man. We have to pay now or pay later. Everybody's gonna go through some hurt and pain one way or the other. So it will behoove us to remember what we were taught in relation to praying and fasting. Let's go ahead and take a day off, man, from eat the shit nasty anyway. For the most part, sure, if you can get some high quality food, some high quality meats, some vegetables that's not rotten and filled with chemicals, yeah, call Allah Yahweh Hashem and Hawashai. But for the most part, and I talked to my little friend about this as well, she feels the same way, here lately. It's just like the food is just nasty. You can taste like the chemicals. It's not, is it even worth it, eating this nasty shit, man? So it'll behoove us to fast more, man. We need to pray so we can go ahead and get out of here, man. Because I for one, through the spirit, and just tired of going through all of this mess, man. We need to pray to Yahweh Shema Hawashah that he's going to deliver us, speed up these events so that we can go home and we won't have to worry about, eating chemicals, man. This mediocre food, man. All right. That they're overcharging us for. All right, let's see what we get. Let's go to the book of Psalms 5 and verse 3. My voice shalt thou hear in the morning, O Yahweh. In the morning will I direct my prayer unto thee. I will look up. Hey, the whole point of me bringing out this precept, hey, we should be praying as much as possible. First thing, man, we do that through the spirit, to the best of our ability. If nothing else, we're going to say, hey, Thawadi Hawba Shema Hawashah for waking me up, man. A lot of people don't do that, or a lot of people will praise an idol. They'll give thanks to an idol, and pretty soon that's not going to cut it. That's not gonna cut it. The Lord not finna tolerate him. You just calling him whatever you want to call him, man. Yahweh is the name of the Father. Yahweh Shai is the name of the only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, man. So, hey, in the morning, that goes for in the afternoon, that goes before you lay your head down. I'm guilty of it, man. And I can pray pretty good through the spirit, man. But I mean, we can never do enough, man. That's the whole point. And we like to have that understanding, move with that fear of Yahweh Shema Shah, and put our best foot forward. So again, in the morning, the Lord, you should be thanking the Lord, at least, if nothing else. If you can't come with a long, it don't have to be long, but just at least acknowledge the true powers in their names that they gave us, man. Yahweh Yahweh Shah, the water, Yahweh Hashem and Hawashah, man. All right, and Lord willing, that'll protect you from the wickedness that you're going to encounter on the earth that day, because every day we deal with wickedness right in front of our face, man. Soon as we wake up, if we just turn on our phones, man, and open up, you just gonna see nothing but wickedness, man. Just stupidity. And then don't let you leave your home. You gonna see it every time I leave my home, bro. Somebody out there on some damn near road rage shit, honking a horn. The light just changed, man. Within a second, they honking a horn. Or I may be stopping because I see something dangerous in front of me. The idiots behind me don't see it. They honking a horn, going crazy. I can't stand it, man. And I pray for patience, because you just see how fragile the mental state of the American is, man. All right, and I for one can't wait till the Lord delivers us and separates us from these idiots, man, because they're out of their damn mind. And look at what the Lord done did. He done put a spirit on all these other nations on the earth to see the American. They hate America. They hate America, as they should, man. These folks over here are greedy. All right. And it's just filled with overconsumption, man. All right. Pride at an all-time high. Confusion. The children are weird. They're teaching the children to be weird. The women are weirdos. They don't know how to be women. They're lost. They're getting thrown to and fro with all these doctrines from the enemy. They don't know how to be wise. They don't want to be wise. They don't see the benefits of being a wife. So we're just living in a place of continued chaos and confusion, man. All right. And this is why we need to do these things, man. Give diligence to make your calling and election sure. It isn't just going out on the highways and byways. That's like the bulk of it. Make no mistake about it. That's like, the most important part is us teaching, and prophesying what's getting ready to happen. But it's also how you conduct yourself, when the camera isn't on you, how you act during your everyday life, man, when you're on the plantation, where you're at home, are you giving diligence to make your calling and election sure, man? Or are you going to camp, or you just saying something, and then when the cameras are off, you just doing whatever the hell you want to do? There's things that we have to do. Study to show yourself approved. That's something I have to do more. I have a very short attention span. It's very hard, for me, to sit down and study and read, man. My eyes, start to cross sometimes, man. It's hard, but if the Lord with you, man, you'll be able to do it. That's how I got, to this point, by the Spirit that the Lord has given me, Yahweh Bahashim Hawashai. Because if it wasn't for the Spirit of the Lord, blessing me to sit my butt down and to study a little bit every now and then, I wouldn't have did it. And I'm just being honest, man, cause I got a short attention span. Jake don't like to read, man. I am an Israelite, I don't like to read, man. If it ain't nothing that's really interesting me. Fortunately for me, the Lord made the Bible, our sword, very interesting, man. So I was able to cleave onto it, the Wadi How Bahashim Hawashai. But again, just giving diligence to make your calling and election sure. It includes praying and fasting, man. You got to pray to the Lord. You have not because you ask not. You wonder why you're going through certain things, man. Are you praying and fasting? Are you giving it all you got? Can you do more than 12 hours? If we was to go 40 days, praying and fasting, I'm sure the Lord will bestow a miracle upon us. I don't know a brother that has went 40 days, praying in there, Yahweh Shema Hawashai, other than, Moses and Yahweh Shai, and but brothers can testify. I have testified. I went on my first 7-day fast that the Lord blessed me with, man. I was rewarded, man, and now the very house that I'm in right now, it came from what I received after that 7-day fast, man. The night that I closed out my fast, my dad came over to my apartment and gave me some very important information that I have been praying and fasting for and seeking for, quite a bit of time, man. Very diligent, man. It was my first time doing a 7-day fast, man. So I can testify that is a miracle, man, or likened unto a miracle. So how much more if you was to get up to 40? Now again, you're gonna fast however long the Lord gonna want you to fast. So 40 days, I mean, some people probably die, you know what I mean, if the Lord is not with that individual. So I wouldn't just recommend trying to just go that hard. You start off through the Spirit. You start off light, man. If you ain't never did it, you may have to start off doing half a day, 6 hours, 12 hours. Then you can make it up to a whole day. Then you could go 2 days. Then you hit that 3, man. All right. And then once you really start to get your faith up, man, because in order to fast, it requires faith, man. You have to have faith in Yahweh Shema Hawashai that you're not gonna die and perish or get sick, man. My little friend, she don't understand it, man. She think it's a very unhealthy thing to do, man. I mean, it could be to a certain degree, but man, that ain't what even the doctors know, that intermittent fasting and fasting is very, very beneficial to the body. So it's twofold, man, when it comes to fasting. Not only is it beneficial for you spiritually, but it's beneficial for you physically, man. And with all the crap that we're ingesting, all the poison, the chemicals, etc., it's good to get that shit out of you, man. You have to, man. Matter of fact, I've done it. I've got a bunch of tests. If they're on my page, if the enemy ain't took it down, I testified my last 7-day fast, I believe. It was revealed I had a damn worm inside of me, and I pulled that worm out of my body, with my own hands, man. That's how it goes. I had no idea. Wondering why I'm lethargic, wondering why I don't have a lot of energy, man. It's because I got a fucking tapeworm inside of me that's eating my nutrition, man. And the Lord revealed that unto me, during that fast, and he made it come out, man. If it wasn't for that fast, man, it probably when it came out, man. Use some herbs, the herbs that I learned, from a brother, and that worm came out, man. So it's very, very beneficial for us to fast, man. I'm not saying, hey, go 7 days, man, if you don't have that type of faith, but you need to be praying and fasting more, man. And myself, first and foremost, and the Lord is going to look down upon us, with pity and mercy, because everybody else around us don't give a flying flip about nothing. All right, when it comes to self-sacrificing, they don't care. The whole earth. Imagine how much an individual is shining, quote unquote, when they are fasting with a sincere, humble spirit to Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua in the privacy of their own home, not boasting in it, while the rest of their brothers and sisters and the rest of these nations are stuffing their mouth. All right, just eating constantly, and on top of that, you got the whole mukbang culture, the whole gluttonous culture. You got niggas participating in eating competitions, man. I used to watch that stuff on the Food Network, Man versus Food, all that stuff, man, where they'll go to these restaurants and they try to do these challenges, got a pizza the size of a table, just devouring it, man. Again, goes into the mindset or the character that is the American, man. Just all about consumption, consumption, consumption. So when we uh humble ourselves via fasting and praying, man, that is us denying ourselves, man. All right, denying the flesh, man. It takes power, it takes faith to deny your stomach, man, because it could hurt. It'll hurt, and your body does need the nutrition, man. All right, but if you really want something, all right, you're gonna be willing to sacrifice, man. All right, and hey, we know that sacrifice is a part of our journey, man. The servant is not greater than the master. And who is our master? Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. Look at what the Lord had to sacrifice, what he had to endure. The Lord's teaching us that the servant, which is us, hopefully, is not greater than the master. So, hey, what if the Lord let you survive Jacob's trouble? Well, the least you could do is have a one damn day where you don't stuff your damn gullet, you know? That's the least you could do, man. The Lord is very merciful. All right, we're going to be tried. But the reason why I said that is because there is going to be suffering one way or another. Us denying ourselves, that's a good thing. We want to do it before the Lord really would bring a famine to this place, man. And we have no experience, or the Lord not dealing with us, and we starve to death, man, because we are prophesying a famine to hit this place, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. All right. The book of James, chapter 5 and verse 13. And it reads, is any among you afflicted? Look at our people. We're afflicted. Yes, we're raising our hands through the spirit. Let him pray. That's what we have to do. We're all afflicted. All right, we all have ailments. We're all sick one way or another, And, it may be some real deal sickness and disease that a brother have that he knows about. And guess what, man? There's a lot of stuff that's happening in our body, just like that tapeworm that we don't even know. We don't even know how sick we are, man. All right. So we need, what does it say? Let him pray. Is any merry? Let him sing songs. And that goes into being thankful. You know what I mean? We like to give praises, just like I mentioned, when we wake up in the morning. In the morning, the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, should be hearing your voice first thing in the morning, man. Or whenever you wake up, man. Some brothers, work the night shift and things like that. But if you are allowed, to sleep and then wake up, all right, you got to be giving praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shema Shai. Man, I saw a beautiful rainbow this morning. Soon when I got up, the sky was orange, man, and I looked out my window and it was just this beautiful, very, very vivid, almost looked like it was a circle, rainbow. I could see it. It was like it was just right in front of me, man, and it only lasted like a few minutes, man. I took pictures of it. It's not good, but it was amazing, man. And I've been praying through the spirit, and I just took it as a sign, man. Remembering the promise that the Lord, made unto the nation of Israel, concerning, this kingdom, and that he's going to destroy this place via fire, man, not water. But I saw that, and it was a faith booster, man, and it led to me, praying even more, trying to pray without ceasing. I'm trying to, through the spirit, just pray more and more and more, man, and just continue, give them no rest. Right, we have to make sure that we're just always complaining and giving thanks, man. That's all we need to do. Complain about the situations that we're in, our captivity, and give thanks for everything that the Lord has got to. Don't give the Lord any rest, man. Give him no rest. We should always collectively, as the Lord's hopeful elect, just be 24/7, all of us collectively. And if everybody's doing what they're supposed to do, which I pray for laborers for the harvest, I pray that we're all doing what we're supposed to do, so that we will give the Lord no rest, man. We want the Lord to be like, okay, they're really doing this. They really have seen the error of their ways, and they really have came back, to my program. That's what we want the Lord to, how Lord, to see us, man, when we're praying and not giving him no rest. So he's going to hear from us in the morning, in the afternoon, at night, in between times. And that's what brothers do through the Spirit when it comes to the epistles and teaching. But again, man, we got to be praying, because that's not all it is to it. It's just making epistles going out on the highways and byways. Again, it is the bulk. It is probably the most important thing, teaching and prophesying. All right. But praying and fasting as well, man. All right. Imagine if we was all just like the Day of Atonement, man. We're all locked in, man, through the Spirit. We're all together. Imagine how we look as a whole. Lord say, what, 3 or more? Hey, it's more than 3 brothers we know that be, observing that Day of Atonement. And man, imagine how, glorious to, per our imperfection, we look compared to everybody else, making that atonement for our transgressions for the name Yahweh Shai, man. Collectively, the Lord's hopeful elect during the Day of Atonement, while everybody else don't even know what it is. All right. Wasn't there at the Passover to observe no type of Passover. All right. But around here, able to stuff their face, man. That's you gotta think about that, man. We're shining, man. And the Lord, he's just real serious. We know that the Lord to be an austere man. And sometimes it'll seem like he being too hard on us, man. When you start to compare yourself, which you shouldn't. But I mean, it's a natural thing to see 50 Cent and, these rich motherfuckers, dog. And then look at your life. And you know that they Israelites. And you be like, what captivity is they in? They don't look like they're in any type of captivity. Matter of fact, they got more money than some of the, Edomites, man. Like, what's going on? It'll drive you crazy. You sacrificing, you suffering for Yahweh Hashem and Hawashai for righteousness' sake. And then you see your brothers, especially, don't let you be fasting and you be coming across videos with people stuffing your brothers and sisters stuffing their mouth, man. Oh, it'll drive you crazy. It'll piss you off, man. It'll piss you off. Like, why are they even allowed to eat? You'll start to, subconsciously question Yahweh by Hashem and Hawashai. Why? And we try to refrain because, from asking malicious questions like that. But, even Yahweh, man, this is Yahweh I'm talking about. Even Yahweh, when he was on the cross, man, that's how the Lord get down, man. A lot of times he'll come in the last second, but he gonna come. Yahweh had to ask, why has thou forsaken me? Because he thought, after all he did and got, for that sacrifice and the things leading up to his sacrifice, his work, and, people putting their hands on him. I don't want to go into extreme detail. And then he get on that cross and then, for a moment, and that's the spirit of truth, man. For a moment, why else did Yahweh inquire if the Father had forsaken him? It's because for a moment he thought he did. All right, and we go through that a lot, man. It's like, wow, has the Lord forsaken us? Is he not, dealing with us? Does he not see the wickedness of our nation? Why is he letting these women be whores and prosper? Why can they at least let them be out on the highways and byways being a hoe? A lot of these, female done got damn near rich, damn being rich. You got enough money to cover, your bills and a little bit extra. You doing well, man, in Babylon the Great. And a lot of these women got a lot more than that simply from showing their feet on camera. And it'll piss you off. You fast day in, day out, throughout the year, and then you see some hoe, you know what I mean, get damn near rich from showing her feet. You know what I mean? It'll drive you crazy. You'll start to question, like, has the Lord forsaken us? Does he not know the wickedness that's happening upon the earth? Absolutely he knows, man. We just have to be patient. All right. And it's easier said than done, especially when you're living in a world like this, man. Living in a society or environment is the word I was looking for, like this, man, where people are just prospering and good and well they wicked. Got to keep our mind focused on the goal, though. Those crowns, the glory, the new bodies, the dominion, the power, like straight up power to fly. You know what I mean? Else, what the people will call superhuman strength, man. The Lord said, ye are gods. We're just trying to get to the manifestation of that. And that's the only thing we have to look, that keeps us going is Yahweh Hashem and Hawashai and the promise, man, because everything else is coming to naught. Who wants a woman in Babylon the Great? At the end of the world, they're all tainted. We're all just sharing the bitch. All right. Diseases everywhere. Evening has so many diseases, spreading diseases, via that sexual immorality. Children, you're scared for your child. Don't want to produce no more children. I don't want no more children. I have one child. People always ask me, am I done? You're absolutely right. I'm done. I'm not putting another child out. It's hard enough just financially, to take care of a child. If you're not finna sell your soul, you feel me, and be compromised, you live paycheck to paycheck, man. Now the Lord gonna give us our daily bread, and the Lord does provide. But hey, I'm not finna just go out here making another baby, man, and put another baby in this. Have another daughter. If I was to have another daughter, now my daughter got to choose from your weirdo ass, you 2/3, you weirdo ass, blonde hair ass, dread, skinny jean, gun toting niggas out here. Now my daughter got to choose from one of these weirdos, man. Everybody just weirdo. Is this the type of society, kingdom that you desire to live in? The Lord's hopeful elect says no. We say no. Okay, so we just have to remember that, man. Going back to the precept in James 5:13, is any among you afflicted? Let him pray. Is any merry? Let him sing songs, man. Is any sick among you? We're all sick. We're all afflicted. Let him call for the elders of the church and let them pray over him, anointing him with the oil in the name of the Lord. And that's why it's important to know the name of the Lord, Yahweh, Bahashem, and Hawashai, man. Verse 16, confess your faults. I skipped, but confess your faults to one another and pray one for another that you may be healed. All right. And the effectual fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much. So it's very important and it works, man. But you gotta be fervent. Remember, the greater the sacrifice, the greater the reward. The Lord is not, I'm paraphrasing, was heavy that he cannot hear, so. And that goes for the people that don't even call upon the Lord, man, that's prospering, that try, good people for the most part just don't understand the law, statutes, and commandments, don't understand the Lord. The Lord still, who the one that provides, man? It's the Lord. Anything a person has is given from the Lord. So obviously he's aware, of what people need. If not, then everybody would be homeless and starving in this motherfucker. All right. But the whole point, that fervent goes into, man, again, that sacrifice, you make a greater sacrifice, you'll get a greater reward. You could send up a quick prayer, and in times of extreme emergency, man, that's all we're gonna be able to do. Yahweh Shem Hawashai, boom. We might be in front of a firing squad. In that moment, all we can do is call upon the names, man. And the Lord could be there in that split second and save us, man, deliver us, man. But going back to the greater the sacrifice, okay, you could do a quick prayer, or you could, spend some time, really conveying, your desires in a certain way, man. There's times that I've been praying for hours, man. It'll turn into almost a conversation, that I have with the spirits. But it can get up to some hours, man. Hey, that's a greater, sacrifice, man. And please let you go ahead and combine that prayer with the fasting, man. That's a greater sacrifice than anybody just praying. The Lord gonna have mercy upon you, man. All right, so it'll behoove us again, to do so, man. It's easier said than done because the body does require nutrition, man. All right, and it gonna hurt. It's gonna feel uncomfortable. It's gonna piss you off. Seeing everybody stuff they face and eat and gain weight, and while you losing weight and losing muscle mass, but you have to keep your eye focused on the goal, man. All right, what's really important, because eventually all these clowns out here that stuff in their face, they're gonna catch it and they're gonna get caught up right in this famine, man. All right, right in that doggone what we prophesied, cannibalism. We've prophesied that. The Lord has prophesied that to us. Our brothers have prophesied cannibalism. It has happened before. Motherfucker may not believe it, but once the pressure, these same people doing the mukbangs and shit, these same women you think, claim themselves to be good and loving mothers of their children, etc. Watch them, be the main culprits that are participating in cannibalism, man. Watch. And we want to make sure that the Lord is dealing with us. So we'll go ahead and fast now in hopes that the Lord will remember, oh yeah, that brother right there been starving himself. Ain't no need. I'm gonna provide for that service. Same thing for you sisters out there. Hey, that sister right there been praying and fasting in the name of Yahweh Shai. I'm gonna let them eat the Lord, because the Lord said, hey, his servant shall eat during this time of great tribulation. We got to remember that and really believe that. But it starts now. Everything that we do now is getting ready to affect, that great tribulation. Make no mistake about it. It's already written. All right. It's already written, everything that we're going to go through, everything that we're going to accomplish. But, this is operator level. And this is real to us. Yeah, the Lord knows what's going to happen. We don't. Now, we know prophecy, but we don't know how it's going to happen. We know they're coming for us. We don't know how they're coming. They're going to come, with the police car. They're going to come with vans, military vehicles. They're going to come one through the, a few at the back door, a few at the front door, niggas coming through the window. Or they're going to send the drones on us, the dogs. I've been having a dream about them drones, man. They're going to be a serious problem out here, man. But that's why we need how about, yeah, you hear me? Them drones, yeah. I've been watching videos, man. Hey, them drones ain't no joke, man. It's nothing. They can sit back in the comfort of wherever the hell they at and just drop bombs on whole societies, man. It's nothing. This war, it ain't gonna be like no hand-to-hand combat shit. The Lord gonna make quick work of this place, man, during this great tribulation. That's why he done let everybody take up the modern sword, which is the gun, quickly. I'm glad he did. That way this thing can happen quick. Trump saying day one he finna crank shit up. I've been praying, Lord willing, that man, that the Lord put a spirit upon that man to be a man of his word, and that he started cranking stuff up by that deportation of the so-called migrants here. Who knows what's gonna happen? It could start a whole spirit of chaos and division of them trying to get these people out of here. And then what's happening next. The order it'll probably be is those guys, then it's gonna be these niggas out here killing. Trump ain't finna, the Lord gonna put a spirit on Trump to go ahead and do something about all these killing ass niggas, and then guess what? He gonna get us. So if Trump is gonna be our guy, guess what? That same, we don't give a damn who in office, we don't care. But it could very well be Trump that is gonna persecute us, is what I'm saying, man. All right. So, and it's looking like he's finna get it cracking day one. Call Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. So we need to be prayed up, man. We need to pray that we're worthy to escape all these things that shall come upon the earth, man. All right. And that's it. All right, so with that, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Till next time, Shalom.